How's it going, guys? I'm bringing you another video. So this is gonna be a real story time video. You can tell from the title I'm gonna have. So I know this is very old gameplay. I don't play this game anymore. I don't even own this game anymore. But as I was saying, okay. So this one random person who I don't know if it's a girl or a boy hit me up like a while ago. What's it called? Saying that she was a model and stuff like, and I checked her freaking like Instagram. It was like a really beautiful girl, like, and something was very shady about her because what's it called? The way she texts and stuff. She said at first she thought I was fake because I didn't have that many followers, and I was like, it doesn't mean you're fake if you don't have that many followers. So she told me a bullshit story, I think, like about how her boyfriend cheated on her with some co-model or something. She got all upset. She was like, "Oh, are you single?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm single." And it was like what's it called? I told her I told her a fake age. I was like, I told her that I was like older than I am, but I told her I was like 21 or something like when I'm 19. She's like, "Oh, I'm 21 too." But I checked on her thing. It said she was 18, and so that was a far-fetched lie. And what's it called? And also, she wanted me to sign up for a couple of random websites. And I was like, no, I'm fine. All of them were like, I checked them. I opened up all the websites. They're all like cam sites. And I was like, wow. And she was saying I'm this girl. And she was saying that she was this girl. I was like, she was not that girl. They didn't even look alike. She was like, no, it's not me. She's just using the same name as me and stuff. I was like, no. And then after that, like, she kept on saying, oh, we should meet and stuff. You should, like, what's it called? Meet. We should meet up and stuff. Like, she was like, "Oh, I've been where you are and stuff." I told her where I was from, and then also she kept on like texting me on and off again. And then a couple weeks later, like I figured out who it was like some famous Instagram. She was trying to pretend to be a famous Instagram um model. Like I found a legit model's Instagram page, and also her on YouTube and stuff. And she was like, she wasn't even in the same state as me. She didn't even speak any English. She spoke Spanish because she was, what's it called, Brazilian. And what's it called, she was just Brazilian. She was a Brazilian model on Instagram. But this girl told me that she was Brazilian and half, um, what's it called, Canadian. Canadian is not a thing like that. Like, but as I was saying, um, I told her, like, I tricked her. I was like, oh, this girl's speaking French. She's like, oh, I'm part French. I was like, that's when I found out she was lying. So she was flat out lying out of her ass and stuff. I was like, you're lying. You're not the girl, this girl. She was like, no, that's just my second account. Like, that girl's just faking or something. I was like, no, she's not faking. You're the one that's faking. You're not her. So, and then she got all offended and stuff like that. And prove it. Text me from that account. And she was like, "Oh, I don't need to prove myself. Like, if we could meet up and I could prove it." I was like, "You're not really that girl." And she was like, "Oh, don't waste my time." And then she was like, "I don't want to be with a guy that lies to me, and I don't want to like be in a relationship. I hope you're alone. I hope you're like alone for the rest of your life." And quote, me and her weren't together at all. She was like, "Oh, I don't want to get married to a guy that lies and stuff." And also, I don't want like we're through and all this other crap. And me and her weren't even dating. That was the weirdest thing. I wasn't even dating her. Like she was a nutty girl and stuff. I don't know. And she kept on swearing, like she didn't say it. No, I never talked to her. She kept on texting me, swearing at me. Like she gave me her number, and what's it called? I called and she just said hello, and she didn't even. That was it, and she didn't say anything. She was like, "Oh, I can't talk right now. I can't talk fully because someone's here and stuff." It didn't sound anything like the girl in the videos at first. But do you want to know the weirdest thing is she had no videos like on her snap on her Instagram of herself. So I told her prove it, send her a video. She had me a video. She never sent a video. So she was posing. She was posing, and she also asked me for money too. She tried to. I was like, no, I'm not sending you any money. So she was posing as like as a model to get money from people. She was like posing as a model. I don't know how much more other guys she ripped off with that. Like she's posing as a model, and then she blocked me because I found out her operation. because she was like, oh, send me money for like my manager. He's in what's it called? What is the name of that called? Uh, I don't know, Asia or no, Philippines. I was like, what the? I could tell it was kind of fishy, you know. That's what operations are usually run by in there. She's like, you use Western Union and all this other stuff. I was like, no, I'm not sending any money. So she's like, I'll get back to you and all this other crap. I was like, this sounds like a scam, and I know it was a scam, and I didn't send any money. And then she got all offended, and then she was like, oh, I guess you don't love me or care about me. I was like, we don't even know each other. You don't even know. She didn't even know how I looked. She didn't even know my name or anything. And what's it called? Then she said, "Oh, I'm gonna ruin you and stuff. I'm gonna spread a lot of stuff about you, how bad of a person you are." So she sent me a link to like a website, like a GoDaddy website. You know that website, that Daddy something website. You know, the GoDaddy website. She sent me a link to that. Like, no one freaking uses that website. I'm pretty sure you get viruses if you go on a website like that. And I was like, wow. And what's it called? She blocked me, and then like someone, supposedly her co-model, texted me saying you made her cry and very upset and disappointed. I was like, who is this at first? And this girl, like, supposedly she was a girl, only had 2 followers, you know, and nothing else. 2 followers, 1 post. And I bet, you know, like the only follower was the girl that, you know, blocked me, and some other account. So pretty much she's probably making fake accounts pretending to be different girls just to get money from guys. You know, pretending to be like, and evidently she lives around the same area I live around, you know, somewhere over here in the vicinity of here. And you know, she's scamming innocent men or kids, or even women for that matter, just, you know, just to get a quick buck and stuff. And she says that she makes a lot of money, so she probably makes a lot of money scamming everybody in the world. Like, legitly, she probably just makes that amount of money just scamming people. And I was like, wow. And you know, that's just messed up, you know. Like, that's just sickening that you going around doing that to people, like stealing people's money. And I was like, I asked her first, how much? She's like, 200. I was like, no, not two. I'm not spending, like, because what's it called? People have to do this and that, you know. And I told her I'm not doing that, you know. I'm not wasting money, and I know it's a scam. She's like, oh, it's no scam. If it was a scam, I wouldn't want to meet you and stuff, and all this other stuff. I was like, I told her, like, what if like I do give you money and you don't show up? Like, I don't want to meet up like a legit, like a, what's it called, a creeper and stuff. Like, you know, if it was like the person's gonna meet up after the money and stuff. Like, I don't want to like get kidnapped or killed or end up getting killed, you know. So this person was leading me on the whole time, pretending to be something they weren't. And what's it called? Even though the other person was like, oh, that's her and stuff, and like she was calling the legit Instagram model the faker, after not really the legit. Like, she wasn't. She's on the page right next to YouTubers as well. I know she's probably not, like, she's not that not well known too, but she's not the one faking. You were the one faking, because what's it called? That girl. The girl that, you know, the legit Instagram model had videos on her, on everything. I even added the real one on Snapchat. Saw a few Snapchat stories, you know. I asked you, and then I also, like, you know, reached out to her. Like, I'm still waiting. I let her know that there's someone pretending to be her and trying to get money from, like, trying to pretend to be you, a scam artist and stuff, from what's it called, the Philippines, like, legitly, you know. So guys, you gotta watch out for that, you know. Like, I knew that for like the first try. Like you run into a couple of people like that, you know. Like, It's not all sunshine and rainbows on the internet. You don't know if it could be your kids that did that will be end up getting scammed and then using your credit card, or you, or so, like, some people are desperate. Legitly. I don't know why some people are like desperate. Like, that happens. It happens to a lot of people. It happens to the best of us. I feel sorry. For whoever actually got scammed by them. Like, I feel sorry. But none of I tried to reach out to the other followers that they had to let them know, but none of them want to respond to me. So, like, it doesn't matter. You guys could get scammed by them. I don't really care. Like, you guys could get scammed. You know, just don't really care. But and that's all I had to say, guys. And see you guys later.